As we've been telling you all day long, a fiery blast rocks Manhattan and levels two apartment buildings in East Harlem. Good evening, everybody. I'm Keith Coombs.
I'm Ann Nyberg. A church and piano repair shop also were destroyed. The authorities say it was caused by a gas leak. At least 2 people were killed. A dozen are missing. The explosion happened about 9:30 this morning. Firefighters were called to 1644 Park Avenue. We're following the latest developments and have team coverage for you tonight on the investigation and the delays along Metro North. We begin with Aaron's Logan, who's live in East Harlem. Aaron.
Well, Ann and Keith, some more terrible news came in. We just learned that a child is in critical condition at the hospital and at least a dozen are still missing. As you mentioned, 2 people are dead and 55 injured. Earlier today, the smell of smoke was so bad you couldn't find anyone without one of these masks. Just a very chaotic, confusing, sad day. Smell of smoke and the sounds of thunder.
It was just mid-class, and the next thing you know, like the whole building kind of shook.
But the reality, 2 5-story buildings on 116th and Park Ave leveled by an explosion. Not what these New York City college students expected or anyone else in this Harlem neighborhood.
I looked out my window and I seen everybody running. They was shouting, screaming, and I walked off the block. I seen a lot of smoke and I couldn't even breathe myself. I had to cover my nose and stuff. The reports of a gas smell came just a little too late. Con Edison says they got the call exactly 2 minutes before this disaster. When they arrived, this was the scene. It been hectic, it been hell.
Streets lined with masked firefighters, police and utility workers investigating, sifting through the rubble, and trying to find everyone who is unaccounted for. This building is home to many, including a Spanish church.
I feel bad. I feel very bad.
Gregory Garcia lives a block away and tried to help as best as he could.
I went to the building, got some people out, and they moved me out. There was a lot of debris and a lot of confused people.
And people like Devora Martinez who have no place to go.
All our coats, everything is inside. The Red Cross is just saying that they'll have space right there on PS 57, but it's just the fact that what's going to happen.
Now that woman also saying that she's just happy to be alive, standing there with her daughter. She lives right near where that explosion happened. The Red Cross is assisting people who are displaced, and if there's anyone who has a loved one unaccounted for, they can call 311. Live in Harlem tonight, Aaron Logan, News 8.